yap, blah, blah, dribble, dribble, dribble.
What's going on, folks? King of the Dead, and I brought my lunatic back with me this go-around. I'm in the midst of a long video that I'm going to be working on over the next couple weeks that y'all are going to see when it comes out. But in the midst of it, Goosework, or whatever he's called, has dropped another episode of The Amazing Digital Nightmare. So we decided to go ahead. If y'all were wondering where we were for the fourth one, that was terrible. But, yeah, fucking multi-adventure compilation. Leo, what'd you think of it?
I really like before we do the solid final verdict and all that, I actually quite enjoyed this episode.
Well, we're 1 minute in, so no, we're not going to do a final verdict.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said a soft, thing. That's why I was like,
all in all, this was an enjoyable episode. We got a little bit of lore. I've got me some more theories to add to. Pomni was all wet at the beginning, which, as you know, turns me on immensely. And it can now because she's 25. Let's go!
Yeah, yep. That's one of my notes. Pomni is 25. Also one of my notes. How adult is your channel?
I say slurs on here, Leo.
There's going to be mountains, and I mean mountains born from this video with the Jax maid outfit alone.
I was hoping you were talking about Pomni and Agatha and Ragatha in their LA Noir fits.
Evil? Oh, that too.
But
I was focused on the evil ones.
Yeah, the fucking evil. Did they even look that different? They just had like distorted colors and everything.
Personality is what I was looking at. Okay, not everything's about looks, Deadman.
Oh, what
Check
you were
yourself.
looking at, and it wasn't about
25.
looks. Is that right?
Yes.
Something interesting about Kane is Kane can control them, and maybe he's done this before. I don't really think about it, but the way he snapped and tried to zip Zubal's mouth, I know we didn't really trust Kane in the beginning, but now I really don't trust Kane. What do you mean you can control them? How much are you in control of? Because I know for comedy's sake he will let them get a joke out, but how much is he really in control of? How many people has he snapped away and said that they all went all kooky and black?
The fact that we actually get a snippet of that he probably has told them before that he can't do that because of how Jax is acting. It's like, wait, he can do that? I thought he couldn't. And then when they were talking about his tail, because he's like, this is peak male physique. My ears, my tail. It's like, you don't have a tail. And he's like, no, sure.
Did he take away man's tail? Did you take the man's tail?
So. Oh my god.
He just decided he couldn't have it.
Has the eggs.
Wow, whatever. Okay, Kingo is low-key becoming one of my favorite characters. At first, he was very aggravating to me. But after learning his backstory... Yeah, you suck. But after learning his backstory and learning...
Piece of shit.
Like, the way every adventure... Shut up! Like, every adventure, he's like this, like, endearing, like, coach or the important side character, the important assistant. He's just here to have a good time, and he's always balancing being sane and being crazy. And I really appreciate Kangar. Kangar's become a good character. Zubul can... Not Zubul. What's the ribbon's name?
Gangle?
Gangle can fucking die.
Wait, what?
I don't fucking like Gangle. I don't know nothing about Gangle. Clearly they're trying to do something there with a ship of Zubul and Gangle. I really don't care one way or another. An entire episode about Gangle, and I still can't stand Gangle. I wish he wasn't here. Bro, I don't like...
I can see that. I really thought when Kinger pulled Pomni under the desk during the president episode, I thought we were gonna get sane Kinger because of the dark, but then he turned on the light. I'm like,
forgot about that.
Also, why Daddy Bubble? Why did Bubble say that? What is wrong with Bubble? Is Bubble broken?
I know a slur when I hear one during that intermission when he just looked at the camera. I know what you just called me. But Bubble is just fucking... Oh, the fucking car's revving outside my window. Bubble is just fucking Gurr from Invader Zim. Like, literally just here to say the most random, nonsensical... She's like, what should I do, Bubble? You should die! You should throw a fucking party! Like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
It's the thing. I think he's glitching out because he didn't do that before. And yeah, he was a little he said random stuff in the first couple episodes, but it seems like he's more unhinged than he is, to the point even Kane was like, "Why are you swearing now?" Like, apparently he didn't do that as much now. I think I don't know, maybe
I feel like he absolutely did.
It's changing it.
I feel like he absolutely did.
But anyway, why is Jax afraid of corn?
Why is Jax a lot of shit? The title of this episode is Why is Jax? And where is Jax? And when is Jax? But I don't know who is Jax.
And how is Jax?
Nobody ever asked how is Jax.
Let me tell you something. When they were talking about the mystery person and how Ragatha said he doesn't have any friends anymore, that pupil dilation that Jax did, I thought he was about to break Ragatha's neck.
I thought he was about to walk away. I thought he was going to say, I'm not doing this, and like be done. Now, what we learned from Jax is, he had somebody here that was his companion in some way, shape, or form, but they're gone anymore. They've gone all, what's it called when they go crazy here?
God, I
can't remember.
Ragatha,
They've dilated or whatever.
Distorted.
They've distorted. We know he's afraid of corn. We know he's seen Breaking Bad, which that involves another weird time. We'll get that in a second. And we know he gets very, very uncomfortable in dresses. Like, of all the outfits he's been put in that he doesn't like or whatever, he gets irrationally angry when he's put in a maid outfit. Which, I know there's going to be theories about.
That shit.
I mean, he had that shit on, let's be real. I noticed they gave him, like, the heart pattern.
He looked good.
The JoJo heart. Which, I know there's going to be theories about Jax as trans or whatever. But I really feel like Jax has a problem with women. I think Jax's sister, maybe a sister figure, was in here at some point. And he really put a lot of his trust in her, and she ended up fucking distorting. So now the way Jax treats women is just all. Like, he's perfectly fine with Kinger. He's perfectly fine with Kane. But the women here, he just kind of helped with bully until they piss the fuck off at him. So I think femininity in general is just not a good thing with Jax.
Except for Pomni, he's starting to get all buddy with her. But I think that's only just to get at Ragatha.
Ragatha's getting mad as hell that somebody. How dare you speak to Pomni?
How dare you speak to my child? But I noticed that the only like female character he like was okay talking to was Evil Pomni. He was chatting it up. He was having a grand old time.
I thought we were gonna get some weird theory where. Zoe, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure I'm about to say the same thing. Just talk.
No, I lost it. It's gone. Say it. Speak.
I'm a goldfish over here.
Do it for daddy. Do it for daddy.
Now I've lost it. God damn it, Leah. You made me lose my train of thought. Oh, I thought we were gonna say that the Jax that talks like fucking Deku is the real Jax, and that somewhere down the line they actually got switched out. Because our Jax fits in way too well with the evil team, and evil Jax fits in way too well with the good team.
I think that's horseshit. I think that this is just a mirror image of how he truly is inside of him.
That would imply everybody else's. That would imply everybody else's evil furry version is their true feeling, how they feel inside. No, Pomni just wants to cuss everybody out all the time.
That's why Gangle didn't have one. She's not evil inside.
Gangle's nothing inside.
I can't tell you how much I love that gag with Disappearing Man. That is some funny ass shit.
It is. I gotta admit it, because when he showed up to the mic, he's all like, "To sing the national anthem, it's Disappearing Man." I'm telling myself he's gonna disappear, isn't he? And he does, and it's still funny, even when you see it coming a mile away. That shit's still funny.
I think how they executed it is how they got me, because before he started singing, but having him disappearing mid-song is what really got me. Fucking love that.
Last note that I have. Well, actually, second to last note, real quick. I was under the impression The Amazing Digital Circus was a kid show. So when they're doing things like alcohol, they're actually saying McDonald's out loud, and actually say the phrase "kill yourself." I just, okay then. Not to mention, I think this is the most they've ever faked out sworn the entire show. This specific episode. But past that, last note I have. When Jax is talking about his backstory, he starts talking about he starts faking Breaking Bad. He starts talking about his backstory, the same as fucking Walter White's from Breaking Bad. Ragatha, Zubul knows what that reference is. Ragatha doesn't. Now, in the first episode, they say Jax has been here the longest. But if Jax and Zubul are old enough to know what Breaking Bad is, why is Ragatha not?
I think we do get, like, I think her parents were very controlling. I did put on here is Trump. And the way that Jax talks about her, I think she's trying to break these bad habits, which we kind of see at the end of the episode. I think she can't help but not be kind to people, because I think she wants to feel that kindness that she never got. So at the end, we get to see her breaking away from that because, Pomni's like, oh, yeah, I can look a hole in the wall that you told me about. And they go walking off, and she lets them because she's like, well, I can't be kind all the time anymore. I gotta have some anger. I gotta have time. One of my I'm gonna talk things. And
hey, you are cutting out a lot. Now, most of it is always during something I can edit around or do a little trick, but just know you're like, hey, gonna things to. Okay, I can't do anything with that.
Okay, I've got two more things I want to talk about. And we can go to the final verdict if you want, unless you've got something to say.
Nah, that's all I got.
So I love the intermission time.
Oh, I hated that.
Because this is why I like it. I didn't like how random, but I like that they're flexing their Netflix money.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Yeah.
The Amazing Circus is now a Netflix property. I don't look.
Which
That's
is
a
still coming out on
conversation
YouTube.
in and of itself. We'll talk about that a different day. Let me spoil it a little bit. I do not agree with that at all. I do not like that this keeps happening. But yeah. What else you got? Jackson and Madoff can get this dick. Sorry, go on.
I know you're right. You speak truth, brother.
But not Deku Jax.
No.
I hate Deku Jax. Hi
actually,
guys.
Actually, no. Don't fuck him. Don't fuck him. Okay. I would like to think that breaking Kane is the way out of this. I noticed that whenever Kane is in a state to where they don't like his adventures, or like when we saw that episode where he was trying to convince Adventure, and he's like, if I'm not good at the one thing I'm good at, what am I even doing here? And the world started to distort. I think that's why Bump is acting out more. That was a theory I wanted to latch onto and go back to, and that's what I'm doing now.
Really, I'm gonna go opposite. I'm gonna say Kane's innocent and Bubbles in charge. Bubbles is doing all this. Bubbles an evil mastermind.
Bubbles just God. But I think the more that's why he had to snap out of it, because I think he wanted to see him enjoy his adventures, but that's why he was okay with it at first. But then when he realized, snapped, and realized that these aren't his adventures, that's when it started to click, and he started to freak out. And he's like, no, they have to like my adventures, because the whole world's just gonna disintegrate if he's not the one making the adventures. If he's not the one doing it, then he has no purpose. Therefore, I feel like if this is a computer simulation, I feel like the AI will delete itself, and they will be able to escape.
They're all gonna die. What do you mean escape? They're all gonna fucking die. Okay, but as far as breaking Kane, do you saw what he almost did to Zubul when she talked some smack at one time at the beginning of this episode?
Yes, that's why he is very dangerous.
I'm telling you, try to. As soon as he figures out you're trying to break him, you're all gonna die. That's just the end. There also is
NPCs.
There, it looks like you're all NPCs. There is a conversation in Pomni. The last thing she remembers is exploring haunted houses and shit. Like, I think we never really got to what they did to get here. I'm not saying the whole idea is that they don't know. They don't know what they were doing, and then they woke up here. But I think we did learn something. Pomni was in an abandoned building she wasn't supposed to be in. And that's a conversation in and of itself, but that's... What?
She did say... she said somewhat of how she got here. Remember in the first episode, she's like, I was just putting this headset on, and now I was here.
Whatever.
She knows exactly how she got there.
I'm tired, Leo. It's late at night.
Okay. One final fight. Did you see the NPC at the end?
The little woodman. Was that not the disappearing man?
No, he didn't have the fedora, and he wasn't red.
I think he was red.
I feel like, remember that one time it was like, oh, how did...
how Jackson he knows this has happened before. Yeah.
Yes.
Couldn't have been Gummy Goo?
So he's hiding him. Right? Get my boy Goo in there!
Alright, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. Thank you, Leo, for coming out again. Do I even like this cartoon? Do I even fucking like this? All right.
Yes, you do.
All right, be on the lookout for a pretty long, damn near hour-long video I'm working on for y'all in the coming weeks. And King of the Dead and Leo the Madman signing off till next time.
Yeah.